In this video, I'll share with you my updated nail care regimen. If your nails look yellow after you remove your polish, this is due to a chemical reaction between the polish and the nail plate. Dark polishes especially have a greater reaction. Although this isn't necessarily hazardous to the health of the nail, it can be visually unpleasant. Here's how I reduce the saturation of the stains. Mix a little bit of baking soda and coconut oil together in a bowl. Massage carefully over the nail plate and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Wash your hands off and the stains should be noticeably lighter. Depending on how bad the stains are, you might not be able to get rid of them completely, but this will definitely reduce the appearance. Next, I do some cuticle maintenance. Before I get into that, it's important to know the difference between the proximal nail fold and the cuticle. The eponychium is often referred to as the cuticle, and I myself am guilty of mistaking this term occasionally, but it's not. The eponychium is the little band of skin around the base of the nail. Depending on your nails, you might not have this and just have a proximal nail fold. Both are living tissue, so if what you're doing hurts, then stop. Because the true cuticle is the little dry looking bits that stick to the nail and don't hurt at all to remove. To remove the dead cuticle, I use a cuticle remover. Then I go back in with a rubber cuticle pusher and carefully push the eponychium back to expose hidden dead cuticle. Then I flip the cuticle pusher over and use the plastic side to scrape away any of the dead cells. If you still have some attached, you can either push it back or trim it. But I have no experience cutting it, so I never do that, and you shouldn't either unless you really know what you're doing. Accidentally cutting the wrong thing can introduce harmful bacteria into the body, and it won't be pretty and just darn right painful. Next, I file my nails. I always use a crystal nail file, and I turn my hand straight towards me, focusing on one finger at a time. I file in one direction, applying even pressure for each stroke. I also occasionally turn my nail and file the curve straight that way. Also make sure you're filing according to the angle of the entire nail bed and not just the white free edge, as this grows in uneven. And for the most important part of nail care, moisturizing. The nail and surrounding skin can get really dry and damaged from continuous exposure to the harsh chemicals of nail polish and remover. To restore moisture, I mainly use coconut oil and sometimes argan oil. I rub the oil into my nails and hands every night before bed and a couple times throughout the day. I also use this hand cream by Soap & Glory, which has a really thick texture and feels amazing on the skin. Moisturizing is critical to the appearance of healthy nails as it improves dry skin and encourages blood flow, which in return promotes nail growth. And that basically covers my routine. Let me know what Nail 101 video you'd like to see next.